because as soon as you do that, like the soil's not charged. There's elements. You put the down to earth products, you put your azomite and your BioLive and the fish products and all these different things in the soil. But how long is it going to take for all that stuff to be activated, break down? Like, yeah, you see your plants using that and thriving like months further on down the road. But those first couple months, it's like, how do you get the jump start? And the greenhouse
Yep.
really helps do that because, like in the next week or two, like right beside me, I have a couple racks over here. My plants already go. They're already like 2 to 4 inches tall, but I don't have the end of my frost date until the end of April or the beginning of May. So, being able to put stuff out in greenhouses and keep them warm and running the heaters and doing the things gives you that advantage, because then you can put plants that are now 1 gallons or 5 gallons into your 15 or 20 gallon pots. And that gives you that advantage to play catch up, because
Yep.
I'm truly growing against the odds up here.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And to that point, there was a few things that popped up that I was going to touch on. So are you growing mostly in pots, or are you doing in ground? First question. Second question, do you do crop layering, or do you keep your peppers completely separate from themselves, or are you growing other crops with those peppers?
So great question. I do a variety of different things, because based on the shade and the light in my yard and where I have to grow. Unfortunately, we have an epidemic, if that's the proper terminology, of ground squirrels, moles, voles, everything. Like, you walk out there, you walk any land up here, any of the properties, like you're just walking along, all of a sudden your feet just start sinking in the ground because there's just so many tunnels. And the first couple of years, I got pillaged. Like, I'd have 6 foot tall tomato plants. The next day, they'd just be wilted. I'm like, what's going on with this thing? And the bottom like 4 inches of the tomato plant's just gone with a hole underneath it. And the next day, the next one would come. The next day, the next one would come. And I have like the gopher hawk and the pellets and the gas. I've used like any possible way to fight these things, and there's just too many of them. Like, I get rid of some of them, but once you commit and putting that much time and energy into a plant for months, putting all the special nutrients and the feeds and all the stuff, it's kind of like when a deer comes and eats it. You're like,